Hello! I don't know why I have to open all my videos with a really obscure way of saying hi. So today I'm going to do a review on the Bellybuds that I was sent quite some time ago, and a lot of you on my Facebook page have been like, where is the Bellybuds review? I want to know what you think of them! So here is that video. I didn't just want to do a review based on like a 2-week opinion of them. I found that I wanted to kind of get myself into a routine and speak about that routine that I'm in with them, my overall opinions, and I often find that in order to kind of form a proper thought when it comes to something that's like, you know, not clothing, you know, anything like makeup related, tool related, or gadget related, like in this case, I like to give myself at least a month to really, you know, form an opinion. I find the more time you spend with a product, the better your opinion will be, and then it's kind of like, you know, it's better for everybody. I really couldn't be bothered having a fringe today, so yeah, I am fringeless. I'm currently 29 weeks and 3 days pregnant. It's kind of scary, to be honest. I'm quite far along. So firstly, I'm going to tell you guys what Bellybuds actually are. Bellybuds are a specialised speaker system for your baby to listen to music, which I think is really awesome. I knew as soon as I got pregnant that I definitely wanted to introduce music way before she was born. I was contacted by Bellybuds a while ago now, so I've had them for quite some time. When I first opened the email I was like, Bellybuds? What the hell are Bellybuds? And then when they told me it was like a specialised speaker system for your baby to be able to listen to like music, audiobooks, or you know, recordings like you and your partner have done, but like on the belly, like, you know, as opposed to just like putting like headphones on your belly or just like playing music on your laptop or whatever, which I had been doing. I was really interested. I was kind of like, that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I've got to give them a try. Like, seriously, that is a weird but wonderful idea. So here's a picture of the packaging that they came in. A nice little compact box there. They come with this really cute bag so you can just like pop your Bellybuds in here and keep them like all organised and stuff. It also comes with this adapter. You can listen to the music with the baby or without the baby or with your partner, so that's really cool. And this is the Bellybuds themselves. I'm in the middle of using mine, so they've got the sticky adhesive on them. So what I've basically done here is I've stuck the little sticky thing that came with it back onto it, so as you can see it's sticky under there, like a gel consistency, and that's just basically to keep the stickiness. You can get multiple use out of the adhesive, so don't really worry about that aspect of these, because that's something that I worried about, how much use I would actually get out of them. To be honest, it's the same pair of adhesives that I put on when I first tried them out, so that's how long I've been using them for, and they're still pretty sticky, so I'm really happy about that. I'm not quite sure how well you can see that, but there's actually pre and post, so sorry I have dirt on my hands, I've been swatching things. This is what I have it on, obviously, because my baby isn't born yet, so that helps control the volume. So apparently a baby's hearing develops in utero at about 20 weeks, and studies have shown that memories start to develop within the womb and the baby at around 30 weeks. I wrote an essay when I was in university about how music affects the development of children, you know, in the womb, well, fetuses. Fetus is such a funny word, so I kind of know quite a lot about it already, so I always knew that I wanted to incorporate music into my pregnancy, and I actually started playing music, you know, to my belly a long time before 20 weeks. I listen to music every single day anyway, it's part of my everyday routine, and as well as that, I'm a massive music nerd. Music is majorly important to me, you know, it's been a lifesaver for me, and I was actually contemplating getting some big headphones and putting them on my belly and then just having the volume really low so that she could be listening to music when I was doing other things. And then weirdly enough, Bellybuds contacted me like 2 weeks later, so it was perfect timing really. Experience wise, what is my overall opinion? I think they're really comfortable, which is a good thing to mention. I didn't know how I would feel about sticking these two plastic things to my belly and wandering around the house, but they're really comfortable, so I can stick them on my belly and walk around, and I can also use them when I'm lying down in bed, and I like to use them mostly at night, but I have used them a few times during the day. So if I'm doing any chores around the house, but I kind of fancy like, you know, treating the baby to listening to some music time, she can listen to music and I don't necessarily have to. So if I wanted to play like classical music to the baby but I'm not in the mood to listen to classical music, she can listen to it and I don't necessarily have to. However, I do have a playlist which I will talk about next, and that's kind of what I've been doing, and I don't mind listening to that most of the time, so I'll normally listen with her. If I'm doing something else though and I don't really want to listen to music, then she can just listen to music, and that really helps because I've been trying to develop a kind of like a sort of routine, if that makes any sense. And I'll just wander around the house and you can't even tell that they're there, and I often forget that they're there. So that's really good. That's another cool thing to mention. I've found that they've definitely made the whole experience of baby listening to music a lot easier. Before I had the Bellybuds, I didn't want to put music on too loud because I was a bit paranoid about the volume. But at the same time I was like, can she hear this? Can she hear that? So the volume limiter on the Bellybuds really does help, and the fact that the speakers have been specially designed as well so baby can listen to music. When you think about the curvature of your belly as well, and the thick skin you've got and the muscle and all of that jazz, this will kind of like penetrate the sound through, as opposed to like putting the laptop speaker near my belly or making sure the volume on my laptop was just that little bit louder so that maybe she could hear it. This is probably going to give her a clearer audio instead of like a muffled noise, and I'll be rocking out like, yeah, baby likes this music, and in reality she's probably just hearing like Michael Jackson but muffled. So that's another really great thing as well. I know that she can hear it through these because they're specially designed for that. So yeah, sorry I'm looking at them down here, I'm so terrible. They also have this thing called voice share so that you can record messages for the baby no matter where you are and stuff like that, which is really cool. And that's a free recording platform. So if you want to know more about that, then I'll put the link down below. So Bellybuds are overall really good for connecting with your baby, you know, bonding with your baby, introducing music, you know, before they're born. You could also record like, you know, your partner's voice if he works a lot. I found Bellybuds to be quite convenient. I found them to be a really cool gadget to have. I would recommend them to anybody that's pregnant and a big fan of music. I would have had no idea that these little baby fetal speakers existed if they hadn't have contacted me. It's very important to mention that I'm not being paid to do this video. These are my overall opinions, like 100% truth, like always. And I was searching for reviews on Bellybuds before I actually received them in the post because I knew that they were coming, and I was just interested like overall what they were all about, because the whole idea of like fetal speakers was crazy to me. I was kind of like, this thing exists, and there really wasn't that many reviews on YouTube, so I'm kind of like happy to be doing this review so that, like, you know, if anyone else is wondering whether or not they should buy them or what they are, then they can just search and they can see this video, and knowing their look they'll be like, oh no, there's a girl with turquoise hair, I shouldn't take any advice from her. But these are actually really awesome. Honestly, I really cannot vouch for them enough. I think that these are really cool little inventions, and like if I had known about them and they hadn't have contacted me, I would have gone out and I would have bought some for myself anyway. So I really lucked out when you think about it. So I'll get onto like the playlist and my overall kind of like schedule. It's a rough schedule. I don't follow this schedule really strictly. It's just something that I've incorporated into my pregnancy, and I'll do it a couple of nights a week really. I'd say that I'd probably do it about 4 days to maybe 5 days out of the week. I started doing it once a week, and then it turned into 2 times a week, and then 3 times a week, then 4 times a week, then back to 3 times a week. So it's really kind of like, you know, however I'm feeling, you know, if I remember that they're there to stick them on and things like that. But I have been using them quite a lot. So I'm really surprised that adhesives are still sticky on the first pair, to be honest. But I think it's because I take really good care of them, and when I'm finished using them, I always put this little plastic bit back on them, well, papery bit. So music wise, I didn't really want to restrict myself to classical music, so originally I decided that I was going to play Rockabye Baby, and I'll play a little bit of Rockabye Baby, you know, towards the end of this video, or maybe now. Shall I just play it now? I'm gonna play it now. So I've been playing Rockabye Baby to the baby through these little speakers, and it is awesome because I love Rockabye Baby. If you've never heard of Rockabye Baby, I'll link them down below. They tweeted me back the other week and I kind of fangirled. Is that strange? Because I found Rockabye Baby's music like a year ago, like I mentioned in a pregnancy vlog, and oh, I love it. It's like they do so many awesome like lullaby covers of like some of my favourite songs, and it's just really awesome. And I've had so much fun like playing all of these songs to baby too. I've got my iTunes in front of me now, so I'll have a little quick scroll and I'll tell you like what Rockabye Baby songs that I've actually got, well, album wise. I've got Rockabye Baby lullaby renditions of Depeche Mode, or Depeche Mode, whatever. I've got Rockabye Baby lullaby renditions of AC/DC, of course. Rockabye Baby blah blah blah. Okay, I'm just gonna like tell you the artist albums that I've got. I've got Aerosmith, I've got lullaby renditions of baby's favourite rock songs, Bon Jovi, I've got Christmas ones, even though I'm not going to be pregnant at Christmas. But I had this one anyway because I got this music a long time ago anyway. Def Leppard, Elvis Presley, Foo Fighters, Guns N' Roses, Kanye West. Yeah, Kanye West. Have you heard the Kanye West lullaby version of Heartless and Stronger and Gold Digger and Love Lockdown? Or Touch the Sky, or Jesus Walks, or Hey Mama? The lullaby rendition of Hey Mama by Kanye West is really awesome. I'll play a little bit. how happy is that? Seriously, how happy is Hey Mama but in lullaby form? It's just like, it's a really happy song anyway, isn't it? 'Cause it's like a mama appreciation song, but I don't know. It's so simplified, but it's so awesome. I also really like Touch the Sky off that album. I've also got Led Zeppelin, Madonna, Nirvana, of course, Pearl Jam. Side note, Jeremy with quacky noises and stuff is funny. Listen to this. That frog. Seriously, that frog, it gets me every time, and the birds are just like... But all I can imagine is like Eddie Vedder. Okay, right. Bad impression. I've also got Queen, Queens of the Stone Age, Radiohead, Smashing Pumpkins, The Beatles, The Cure, The Police, Ramones, Rolling Stones, The Smiths, Tool, U2, Weezer, and I also have one that's called Good Day, Good Night, which has got a mixture of songs like Arcade Fire, U2, James Brown, Beach Boys, Bruce Springsteen, blah blah blah. That's all of the Rockabye Baby albums I've got. So what I've been basically doing is I've been picking like a different album like each time, like each night, and I've noticed like she moves around to some of them and doesn't move around to like others. So I've kind of just like pinpointed the ones she moves around to are like the ones that she's more excited about. And if you haven't checked out Rockabye Baby and you're pregnant, you should definitely like use that in a combination with the Bellybuds because it's a really awesome experience. And I really like the fact that I'm not having to play like the actual rock songs, because there's some rock songs obviously with a load of swearing or shouting or screaming, and as cool as I like that, she might not necessarily like that. And I'm playing it at night time to kind of try and wind her down, even though she's more active at night. But I'm kind of thinking more ahead for when she's actually here, you know, if she can listen to like Rockabye Baby to get herself into a routine, maybe, you know, after a few months or however long it'll take her to get into a routine. And I was very big on my rock music when I was a baby, like, you know, when I was a kid. I grew up around a lot of like, you know, grunge, punk, metal, various genres, and I kind of like the fact that I'd be able to play Metallica to my daughter at a reasonable volume because you've got the adjustable switch on the Bellybuds, and it's also not going to just be shouting or very startling. I don't really want to scare her too much, and I don't know if I'm just being overprotective already because, you know, like pregnancy and all that jazz, but I just like the fact that it's not going to be too loud for her to listen to, and it's also going to be more relaxing, and it's also going to be the songs that I like, you know, like a variety of different music, you know, Elvis to Nirvana, for example, the Beatles. And I just really like that overall aspect, that I'd have to be worried about the sound, like volume being too loud, and I also have to worry about swearing or shouting or it's startling her, because Rockabye Baby is like specifically catered to kind of like lullaby renditions of all of these like really awesome songs, and the Bellybuds make the whole experience more comfortable. I've also noticed without fail, she always moves to Michael Jackson. She loves Michael Jackson so much, and it's just really interesting to like to be in a position where I know that she's hearing the song properly, and I find that Bellybuds are really good for that. And if I was to break these, I would go out and I would buy some to replace them, because I've incorporated them into my routine so much now that I can't imagine them not being part of my routine. And it's gonna be really weird, like when she's actually here and I'm still sticking Bellybuds to my belly and I'm like, oh, not pregnant anymore. I think what I'm gonna start doing is posting more pictures of me using the Bellybuds on Instagram, you know, like I did with this picture here. I've got the Bellybud picture on top, and then underneath it I've got the album I'm listening to. I'm going to start doing that more. So if you're interested in kind of like my Bellybud playlist, like more in depth, like the songs that I'm kind of like playing to her while she's in the womb, follow me on Instagram and you'll just be able to see like updates, you know, on what she's listening to. Oh, another thing to note as well is I looked online to see if you could get these anywhere other than America, and at first I had a little bit of a panic attack that you could only get them in the US, because quite a few of my friends are like, I want some Bellybuds, I can't have any, Mariah, why would you do it? And then I'm just kind of like, you can get them from Amazon. I really don't have anything negative to say about the Bellybuds at all. I think the only thing that I would suggest to Bellybuds is maybe bring out more colours. Like, I don't care, because like bright green is my favourite colour, but I think maybe some women might prefer to have like white ones or black ones if they are going to be using them throughout the day, so it doesn't show through the clothing, or you know, like as a fashion kind of thing too. So if I was the head person at Bellybuds, I would like bring them out in like every colour. As pointless as it sounds, I think that that would be pretty cool, that you could choose the colour of Bellybuds that you want as opposed to just being stuck with the green ones. But green is my favourite colour, so I would have picked green anyway, so I'm really not that bothered. But that's the only thing that I can think about, honestly. The overall experience of like listening to music with baby now is so much easier. So I've got the Bellybuds on my belly now, underneath my shirt. She absolutely loves this song. It's Stuck on Puzzle by Alex Turner, you know, from the film Submarine. So I'm gonna go downstairs now and make something to eat, and she's just gonna listen to Alex Turner, you know, and have a little dance around in my room. And the overall thing is really crazy because she was not moving at all before, and now she's wriggling around like mad. So it just goes to show that like she can hear it, and she's like, you know, listening in, and it's really awesome. So overall, that's my opinion on the Bellybuds. I think that they're awesome. So yeah, I'll put all the links to stuff in the down bar. Have a really awesome day. Bye! I've just gone downstairs, sorry I'm a little bit out of breath, and I've made chicken, peppers and onions with rice. And guess what? Still wearing the Bellybuds. She's loving a little bit of the Beatles at the moment. Woohoo! Multitasking.